Hi there guys, it's Joey, and this is another of the standing stone circle crystal grid type things. Again, thanks to Meredith, whose idea of cleansing her crystals in salt gave me this idea. And this one is for Moon and Thunder, and that's because tonight and tomorrow night is the supermoon of August, the full moon, and there has been a lot of thundery, stormy energies around right now in England, incredibly so for England, and this grid sort of harnesses those energies, honours those energies, and is sort of a reflection of what's going on around us in the cycles. So it's a little bit of connecting to the energies that are out there already with the full moon and the thundery energies, which I have talked about in the stormwater video. And this is kind of another way in which you can utilise and bring those energies in. It's sort of honouring that you understand those energies are around in a way. And it's also drawing on those energies, like you might draw down the moon. So I'm going to talk about what's actually in the grid. Again, it's in a bowl with sea salt, ground sea salt, so that all the tumblestones can be stood up. So they sort of look like standing stones, a bit like Stonehenge, that's the idea. And it just brings something a little bit mystical into the element. It's a little bit different. Okay, so we'll work from the outside in. So here, here, here and here is iolite. There's a lot of lights in this. Right, so iolite is known as the twilight stone, and that's nothing to do with vampires. Vampires have ruined the phrase twilight. It's a stone of vision. It facilitates visualization and intuitive insight. It stimulates inner knowing. It's often used in shamanic ceremonies and assists in out-of-body experiences. It re-energizes and aligns our auric field and helps you express your true self, free from the expectations of those around you, which is very in keeping with the energies of this full moon. Like I said, it is considered to be a crystal of the twilight of that time of day, so it's kind of nice that it leads into the night time. It's almost like it's leading into the rising of the moon in a way, which I kind of like that notion. So then we have rainbow moonstone. Here, here, here and here. I'm a big fan of rainbow moonstone. I like it probably better than normal moonstone. I don't think there is a separate reading for moonstone in the books, so I think it's just... I'll just double check. Nope. So it's in book 3 if it's in any of them, and I don't have book 3. I'm having a look through the crystal Bibles to give you a point of reference for meanings. Oh, it is 72. Thank you. Right. I thought I already looked this on my brain, it's just not with it. So, rainbow moonstone carries the vibration of cosmic light and offers spiritual healing. Taking you on inter- and multi-dimensional journeys, it reminds you you are part of the ongoing, ever-unfolding cycle. Links into your overall soul as well as current life plan. helping you see the unseen, read symbols and synchronicities, opening you up to spiritual gifts. Stone is powerfully attuned to the cycles and phases of the moon. I may need removing at the full moon. It can be overwhelming apparently, but seeing as I work with obsidian all the time, I haven't actually noticed that. Okay, so Rainbow Moonstone obviously is, again, we have all those journeys, those inward journeys, and that's a good thing to be visualising, focusing on those energies at the time of the full moon, when you might be wanting to do your spell work, you might be wanting to do divination, or you might just want to be deepening your connection to the cycles of the moon, honouring the divine feminine in all forms. Okie dokie. Then we have Merlinite here, here, here and here. It's the magic stone, it's the magician's stone. It holds the combined knowledge of the ancient shamans, alchemists, magician priests and other workers of magic. It blends the spiritual and earthly vibrations together, giving access to the spiritual and shamanic realms. Supports shamanic practice or magical ritual, so beautiful for rituals of any kind, as well as sort of going on shamanic journeys of past and future lives and things of that nature. Okie dokie. And then we have Sodalite. Here, 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 here. Sodalite is one of those ones that I keep meaning to work with because I don't really work with it an awful lot, but it's got a quite watery energy, so I really did want to work with it. But it also opens spiritual perception, bringing information from the higher mind down to the physical level, deepens meditation and instills a drive for truth, to stand up for yourself and your own beliefs, which ties into the energies of the full moon really well. Anything else? Emotional balance and things of that nature. So then we have Petalite. Bump, 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 bump. So Petalite is the lightning stone or the storm stone. And that's obviously there for honouring the energies which are around right now in England. It is really stormy, and therefore the information in this book is wrong. 112. Oh, that's wrong. Okay. The information in my book is wrong about where Petalite is. Is it in the other book? Fortunately, I know what it means, so I just like to read from the book so we have a point of reference. Okay, so flashes of illumination, insight, helping you recognise your true purpose, helps you to sort of connect to humanity and the cycles and things of that nature. Yeah. So, and then we have quartz points for amplification, to amp up everything, connect with the divine, things of that nature. And then we have a raw piece of moonstone in the centre there, and obviously it's connecting with the moon. It's also a stone of new beginnings, the moon, intuition, cycles of change, makes us conscious of the unconscious and promotes intuition and empathy, encouraging lucid dreaming, especially at times of the full moon. Enhance psychic abilities, develop clairvoyance. So all of these things that can be utilised within divinational workings at the full moon. And if you were engaging in spell work, particularly with inner journeying or discovering answers, you know, if you're looking for your own soul path or your life path, or you were needing answers and things, and you needed to really have a boost to your psychic awareness, then you could do that. I really do like having these crystal grids in the salt like this. You could use sand as well, because it means you can take either a little magical tool or magical wand, using my witchy mixing stick, or you could use your fingers and you can draw symbols into the salt or sand prior to doing it. So you're sort of charging that salt before you're doing it. You can use whatever symbols you most feel comfortable with, but it really does sort of heighten everything in the grid before you connect it. This is not connected yet, and it's going to be part of a much larger magical working space for the full moon, and obviously that's private. So, but I did want to share this much with you because I like this idea. I think it's great to connect to those energies, have a little bit of a grid to sort of draw down those energies and help you work with them, help you recognise them, and help you connect. So that's it for this video. Many blessings.